guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. It is Tuesday, so it's time for Tuesday Talks. And Tuesday Talks is a group that I started with my friend Janelle over at Mrs. J. Rod's Reads. Each Tuesday we discuss book-related topics, and I will post a link to that group in the description box below, and you guys can go check that out. So this week's topic is on book review or book report, and what this means is, how do you like your reviews to be? Do you like it to be in like book review form or book report form? Book review form, I'm guessing, would just be a rundown of the basics of the story and why you liked it and didn't like it. A book report kind of review would be more in-depth. And you got a chance for spoilers and this and that. The first thing I want to say is, I think anybody that does book reviews has a right to whatever they want to put in their book review. You know, it's their review, as long as you're not slamming the author. You know, if you don't like a book, that's fine. Somebody else might like the book, might like the author, so, you know, you can put whatever you want in your book review. Just don't slam the author. Tell why you don't like the book, but don't slam the author. I've ran into a couple reviews like that, and that's just distasteful to me. But also you have to know, if someone has a book report type of review, you're going to run into spoilers. So it's on you if you go read that review and you get spoiled. You know, that's the risk you take reading a review before you read a book, which I no longer do. I don't go and read reviews anymore because I've been spoiled, and I learned a lesson. And in that, I've learned what to not put in book reviews. I don't want people to be spoiled, but I want them to enjoy a book review. You know, if they are one of those people that want to go read the reviews first, you know, before they start a book, then I want to be one of those people that don't spoil them. So I'm going to give you a rundown, you know, of what I put in my book reviews and kind of let you know what I think. If I read the book, then I'll read any review, you know, but I just don't think, if you don't want to be spoiled, then don't read reviews. Whatever people want to put in there that, you know, they want, you know, I'll still read the review. It doesn't matter. It's that person's right to put in the reviews what they want. I could just go on all day about this. So anyway, I'm just going to give you a rundown of what I put in my book reviews. The very first thing I put in my book review is, why am I reading this book? Did I get this book from an author and I'm reviewing it for them? Is it for a challenge? I'll also put in there, is this book 3 out of 5, or that kind of thing. That is generally how I start my review out, so people get an idea of why I'm reading the book, if there's any special reasons for it. The next thing I'll put in the review is, I will take the synopsis from the book and I will put it in my review so people don't have to go back and read the synopsis. It can be right there in the review, and it says, bold, synopsis. If they don't want to read the synopsis, they can scroll down. The next thing that I put in review is, I talk about the plot. I don't give away a whole lot of what's in the plot. I won't say anything more than what's in the synopsis. But I will let them know, how did it flow? Was it engaging? Did it have a lot of adventure, a lot of excitement? If it's a scary book, was it creepy? Was it scary? That kind of stuff. I will also listen there if there's triggers that some people should not read the book because of that. The next part that I will put in my review is the characters. Were the characters well developed? Were they one-dimensional, three-dimensional? Were they likable or relatable? Did you believe who they were? Could you be friends with them or buddy up? And also sometimes I'll put in there, who was my favorite character and why they were my favorite character. Were they strong characters? Were they sniveling idiots? Were they, you know, that kind of thing. I will give a description of what I thought the characters were like. I think the plot and characters have to work together. I do think that you can read a plot-driven book with not great characters, and I think you can read a character-driven book with not that great of a plot. It just, you know, but it works better when they're both good in a story, obviously. The very last thing that I put in my book review is, who do I recommend this book to? Can I recommend it to anybody? Was it good enough to recommend to my best friend? Was it good enough to recommend to this group of people who read this type of book? Or, you know, that kind of stuff. And also, if I have a half-star rating book, I will list that, because when I'm reading the 3.5-star book, I don't round up to 4. It stays at 3, and then I'll post down on the bottom, it's a 3.5 or a 4.5 or whatever. I don't believe in the rounding up. I think it should stay on an average scale. So, yeah, I don't round up on books. I can get generous on the star rating system because a lot of people, I've gotten better with that, choosing what I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars means. So, but yeah, those are my thoughts. I think book review, book report, whatever people want to do, but just be warned, if you're reading the book report type of review, you could be spoiled. And it's on us as readers to decide whether or not we're going to read a review before we read the book. So just keep that in mind. You can't blame the person who wrote the review. That person's not making you read the review. You're taking that risk and you're reading that review. You could get spoiled. So that's on us as readers. So the best bet is don't read reviews until you read the book. Just read the synopsis of a book, and even that sometimes, can give away more than you want to know. But just read your book first, then go read the review and see what other people thought. That's the way that I do it now. Like I said, I try to keep my reviews spoiler-free, both, my vlog reviews and then my written reviews at the same time. So, what do you guys think? Do you want a full-on book report review, or do you want just the basics? Let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Thanks guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.